Oops, are you going to come join? Yes, he is. Rupert is wonderful at stretching, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be doing some stretches, so just make sure you have got your mat ready, a bit of space, and a bit of time for you. So we're just going to start with a bit of breathing, just to kind of bring ourselves into it and just kind of slow down that nervous system, and then we're going to go into a wonderful stretch, stretching out all of those muscles. Okay, so I don't mind how you are seated. You can be cross-legged, you can be kneeling, whatever feels good for you, and just relax the upper body. And I just want you to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Try and relax those shoulders on that exhale. So inhale through the nose and then exhale all that tension. Just start to relax those muscles, and we're just trying to get some oxygen flowing around the body. Nice big inhale and then exhale. We're going to go for one more of these, and then we'll open up the neck and the shoulders. So inhale and then exhale, gently release. Good. Okay, so roll the shoulders up and back down. Good. Remember to keep breathing as we go through these movements. And then with the shoulders, I want you to inhale, hold the tension there. So keep the shoulders up, but try and relax into the stretch. It may feel weird, but keep the shoulders up, but try and relax into it. It's what we call P&F stretching, where we're contracting the muscle, trying to then relax into it. And then when we do eventually relax, you're basically able to relax that muscle even more so. So just keep hold, keep breathing. Good, nice big inhale for me. On the exhale, very gently drop those shoulders. Good. Okay, let's inhale it one way with the neck. Exhale to look the other way. Lovely. One more either side, and then we're going to come into a neck stretch. So bring that neck to one side, fingertips on top. We're going to open from the shoulder all the way into that neck there. If you move the chin, you'll find that stretch moves. So find where you'd like that stretch and really try and pull down with that shoulder there as well. Just breathe into it. And then inhale. On the exhale, let's come on to the other side. So same again, find where you'd like that stretch. You can adjust that chin. Try and drop that shoulder down. And then inhale. On the exhale, let's come back to center. Good, okay. Drop the chin to the chest. We're going to round that back. So try and separate the shoulder blades. We're opening up those upper back muscles. So a little bit of core engagement there. Chin to the chest, try and round that back. And then inhale. On the exhale, take those arms behind, open up the chest. Take those hands behind, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lovely. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Good. Okay, let's get the body moving just a little bit more. So into an all fours, let's go for a cat and cow stretch and just really mobilize the spine. So inhale into an arch, exhale into a round. So inhale, arch, bring that chin up, tuck that tailbone away, and then tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the core, chin to the chest. So this is just stretching out all of those back muscles. Lovely. One more. Fantastic. From there, we're then going to bring one arm through. Relax the head down on the mat. We're going to thread the needle. So relax the head down, that's the important bit. Oh, and you should feel a nice spine stretch, a nice stretch maybe across the shoulder as well. Breathe into it. If you can, and you would like to, you're going to find that balance and you're going to bring this hand behind and hold it there and try and look up just a little way. Hold that stretch. Good. And then inhale. On the exhale, the difficult bit is coming out of it, so place that hand back down, push up, back to centre, reach the other arm through. Same again, relax that neck down, enjoy that spine stretch, feel that stretch in the shoulder. And then if you'd like, bring that hand up and back. Good. Think inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. So with all of these stretches, make sure there's never any pain. It's just not going to be the most comfortable. And then inhale. On the exhale, bring that hand back down, come back to centre. Lovely. We're going to keep it flowing. So both hands out in front, push your hips forward. And you're going to try and separate the rib cage away from that pelvis there. And you should feel a nice stretch in the core. So really push those hands away. Good. Drop the shoulders back and down. And then let's keep it moving actually. Let's take it back to a child's pose. Good. Hold it there. Enjoy that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it forward. Feel that stretch in the core. All the way down those hip flexors. Lovely. Push away. Good. Breathe. And then come back to your child's pose. We're going to go for one more of these. Just gently keeping it moving. Just working with that breath. And then inhale. On the exhale, take it forward. Good. Wonderful. And then last bit, take it back to your child's pose once more. Enjoy that stretch in that lower part of the back and then bring the hands together, fingertips extended, thumbs touching, feel those upper back muscles having a stretch. Good. Reach as far as you comfortably can. I'm going to tickle Rupert's tail. Got your tail. He's not paying any attention. Lovely. And then gently bring it back to centre. Fantastic. Okay, from here, let's go on to our backs. Make sure you've got plenty of space. I'm going to try and work around Rupert. Come into a full body stretch. Lengthen yourself out. Extend the fingers, extend the toes. And then we're going to inhale. On the exhale, draw one knee in towards the chest. Hold that stretch there. Hopefully you'll feel that stretch down that lengthened leg, down that hip flexor. If you want to ease out the ankle, you can. Hopefully there's not too many clicks in the ankle. Change the direction. Wonderful. And then we're going to drop this knee down towards the floor. So dropping that knee down towards the floor, enjoying a stretch in your bottom cheek, in that lower back. And then with that free hand, place out to the side. And your eyes are going to follow that hand. So you're really getting a nice spine stretch there. On every exhale, just try and sink into that mat just that little bit deeper. Allow those muscles to relax. And then we're going to inhale. On the exhale, come back out to your full body stretch. Oh, mind Rupert. Full body stretch. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, bring the other knee up. Give it a hug. Circle out that ankle. Good. Try and relax the neck and the shoulders. Happy thoughts. Change the direction of the ankle. And then we're going to go into our spine stretch. So from here, dropping that knee down towards the floor, getting that bottom cheek stretch, lower back, placing that arm out to the side, looking that direction. I can see why Rupert likes this spot. That bit of sunshine, bit of warmth is lovely. Good. Try and relax into that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to come back to centre. Brilliant. Bring the knees into the chest this time. Just rock from side to side. It can be quite a nice little massage on that lower back. And then we're going to go into glutes and hamstrings. So from here, we're going to bring one foot on the floor and then the other foot across on that knee. Simply, first of all, just push away that knee. And you should feel a bit of a stretch in that hip, first of all. So just pushing away that knee, really opening up that hip. And then we're going to go into a glute. So reaching through, feeling that stretch in that lovely bottom cheek there. Draw the knees towards you. Relax the neck and the shoulders. See how comfortably you can draw the knees in towards you. Same again, no pain, but just a little bit of mild discomfort there. So either hold it there, or if you want to develop that into a hamstring stretch, extend the other leg. You can either keep the hands where they are, or you can reach above and draw that leg towards you. Point the toes towards the nose, taking that into a calf and hamstring stretch. Just make sure we're not pulling on the knee joint at all. Good. Breathe into that stretch. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Always think inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Good. One more nice big inhale. And then exhale. We're going to gently untangle and go on to the other side. So other foot down, other foot across, taking it into that hip. So push that knee away, open up that hip just a little bit. And then we're going to draw both knees in towards the chest. So reach through, draw both knees in, feel that stretch in your bottom cheek. Relax the neck and the shoulders, keep breathing. You might find one bottom cheek is a bit tighter than the other, and that's okay. So just clock that and just think which bottom cheek perhaps you can stretch just that little bit more this week. Okay, develop that into a hamstring stretch if you can. So extend the other leg, either keep the hands where they are or reach up just that little bit higher. Point the toes down towards the nose. Get that stretch in that hamstring. Good. Nice big inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to gently untangle. Wonderful. Drop both arms out to the side. Drop both knees down towards the side. And just hold that stretch there. On every exhale, just try and sink into that mat just that little bit more. Happy thoughts. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to drop the knees down towards the other side. I'm struggling with some space here with Rupert. Oh dear. He does make me laugh. He does love a good bit of sunbathing. He also loves a good stretch as well. He is the best at doing downward dog. He's 4 years old now and he's had 4 years of practice. So he's mastered downward dog. Lovely. And then when you're ready, bring it back to the centre. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to come up to a seated position. So you can turn around and face me. Lengthen out those legs. We're going to take it into a hamstring stretch. So I want you to reach up towards the ceiling on the inhale. And then exhale, hinge at the hip and reach forward and see how far you can comfortably reach to feel that stretch at the back of the legs. You're able to reach for the toes. Try and pull the toes up towards the ceiling. So you're really getting a calf and a hamstring stretch there. Good. We're just going to hold. It's not the most comfortable. Try and keep those knees nice and soft. Breathe into that stretch. Hopefully, you should be able to relax into it just a little bit more. And it should become easier. Good. We're just going to keep holding, keep breathing. Stay with me. Good. Really feel that stretch at the back of the legs. Keep holding, Keep breathing. I know it's not comfortable, but really focus on the breath. Good, let's go one last big inhale. And then exhale. Try and relax, just sink that little bit deeper. And then gently come out and ease it off. Wonderful. Okay, bring those feet together. Drop down the sides of the knees. We're going to open up the hips. So feet together, drop down the sides of the knees. You should feel that stretch in the groin, in that inner thigh. And then as you do this, I quite like just to kind of clock and just think, okay, is there a bit more resistance on one knee than the other? Will one knee go down a little bit further than the other? Will one hip open up a little bit more than the other? So things like that, just start to kind of clock where perhaps the tightnesses are, the muscular imbalances are, just so perhaps you can stretch that side a little bit more or strengthen if necessary. Good. If you want to increase it, hands on the feet, you're going to inhale. On the exhale, hinge forward. Wonderful. Just keep hold. Bring that focus back to the breath. Lovely. And then inhale. On the exhale, very gently for me, very gently ease it out. Good. Okay, taking it into a lower back. So keep one leg bent, extend the other leg, but extend it out to the side. Okay, you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lean over towards that lengthened leg. Reach as far as you comfortably can. Same again, if you can reach for the toes, point those toes up towards the ceiling and look up for me. So if you look down, it will become a hamstring stretch. If you look up, it will take it into that lower back, which is where we want to be feeling it. So we're feeling it in that QL, that quadratus lumboris, nice big muscle there in that lower back. Good, breathe into that stretch. Wonderful. Good, keep trying to look up. Feel that stretch in that lower back. Enjoy. And then inhale. On the exhale, very gently release. Good. Okay, I'm going to shuffle over because we're going to go on to the other side. Sometimes I move Rupert, sometimes I decide just to leave him because he looks very peaceful. Okay, one leg bent, other leg out to the side. Think inhale. On the exhale, think up and over. Same again, don't look down, try and look up. Open up that lower back there. Wonderful, keep hold. So see whether you can pull those toes towards you. Lovely, keep breathing. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently back to center. Great. Okay, last stretch for me. Extend those legs and then draw one knee over. Give it a hug. Feel that stretch in your bottom cheek. If that's enough, hold it there. Or if you want to add that rotation, you can look over that shoulder. Good. So you'll feel that stretch in that bottom cheek. Try and sit up as tall as you can. And just keep hold. And then inhale. On the exhale, back to center. Good. Bring the other leg over. Give it a hug. Feel that stretch in that bottom cheek first. And then you can stay there. Or if you want to add that rotation, you can. And then inhale. On the exhale, back to center. Okay, come back to your seated position, however that may be. Legs crossed, legs out in front, kneeling. I don't mind. Just roll the shoulders up and back and just take some nice deep breaths. And we're just going to finish off with just a bit of box breathing. So relax the shoulders. We're going to inhale through the nose for 4, hold for 4, exhale out the mouth for 4. Okay, so inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. And then just bring your breathing back just to a normal state for me. And Rupert is slowly starting to wake up. Brilliant. There we go. Lovely example of a downward dog. Thank you, Rupert. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Please keep spending some time on yourself, whether that be focusing on your breathing, a bit of relaxation, a bit of Pilates, stretching, because you are important and you can only fill up your own cup first before you can then fill up other people. So thank you so much for joining us for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and hopefully we will get to see you soon.